WWE Extreme Rules is going to take place this Sunday in the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is WWE's second pay-per-view this year in the state of Pennsylvania. They had the Royal Rumble in Philadelphia. So Pittsburgh's not Philadelphia. It's not a crazy crowd, but there's times they can go off. To compare this to, I remember the 2015 Royal Rumble when Philadelphia went off and hijacked the show. Year before that, the 2014 Royal Rumble, which people don't remember as much, Pittsburgh hijacked that Royal Rumble too. So they can be rabid. As a crowd, again, I think they're hit or miss. The way I see this card going, I think they'll probably be dead by about halfway through the show because it's probably going to be a 4-hour show. You have 12 total matches, 10 on the main show, 2 on the pre-show, and let's get right down to it because we have a lot to talk about. So this match was just announced. You had Andrade, Cien, Almas, and Sin Cara. It's announced. It's going to be on the pre-show. Almas wins. Easy. All I care about is seeing Zelina Vega. So if they can let Zelina Vega dance for the whole match, I'd just pay attention to that. I don't give a shit what these two guys do. Next, you have the match that could end up stealing the show, and I'm not lying. It's going to be on the pre-show. I think this match is a match that absolutely deserves to be on the main show. It's not that the storyline has been that good. It's just this match can be really, really damn good. It's the New Day against Sanity. So you have a tables match. I think it's just whoever goes through the tables eliminated. I would have booked this as an elimination tables match and put this on the main show. This could steal the show. I'm not lying. These guys have the ability to steal the show. It's like the crowd's going to go nuts because they love tables. Every crowd loves tables. Why is this on the pre-show? I mean, I would take Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt against the B team. That is a shit match. No one gives a fuck about that match. Put that on the pre-show. Put this on the main show. I don't care if it's for the tag titles. It should be on the main show. But Sanity wins. I think they have to win. I don't see them losing to the New Day right now. They just debuted not too long ago. They have to win. I'm going to go with Sanity. So let's go on to the main card. Finn Balor and Baron Corbin in the match that no one gives a fuck about. I'm going to go with Finn Balor, just wishful thinking. It wouldn't shock me at all if Corbin wins. They still want to push this fucking bum. This guy's fucking terrible, but I'm just going to go with Balor, just holding out hope. Next, you have the bigger piss break match in Balor and Corbin, maybe even. You have Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt defending their tag titles against the B team. Hardy and Wyatt suck as a team. It's because Bray Wyatt is a fucking bum. He is fat. He's out of shape. He fucking sucks. He's the worst wrestler in the company, in my opinion. He's my least favorite guy to watch. If there's one guy if you can tell me there's one guy I can get rid of, it would either be Baron Corbin or Bray Wyatt. I don't have to see on TV anymore. Both those guys are fucking terrible. Bray Wyatt is fucking horrible. He's ruining Matt Hardy. Get Bray Wyatt off my TV. Bo Dallas is a fucking bum. He should be released. We all know why he's not released, and so should Curtis Axel. Sorry, Mr. We're Perfect, but Curtis Axel should be released. Both those guys should be released. They fucking suck. No one gives a fuck about this match. Crowd's going to be dead, and no one's going to talk about it. They won't get the heat. People will criticize other people on the show. All wrestling fans will criticize everyone else, but they won't criticize Matt Hardy and Bray because they suck as a team, and that gimmick's terrible. So they're retaining their tag titles. Now we get to the SmackDown Tag Team titles, and probably might be the most anticipated match on the show because it's Daniel Bryan. It's Team Hell No. They're challenging the Bludgeon Brothers. Could be a great match here. It's going to be cool to see Daniel Bryan in particular interact with Luke Harper. Those are two great workers. Hopefully Kane and Eric Rowan can stay on the apron, especially Kane. I mean, Kane is he's running for mayor. So I don't know if Mayor Glenn, I guess he's just going to keep wrestling. I don't know. I mean, if he can keep wrestling, I don't know how mayors work. Sometimes I guess you can keep your day job, and if he's not on the road, he's just making appearances on SmackDown, I guess, why not? Why not keep wrestling? I guess if Mayor Knox County's okay with it, I suppose he can do that. So how I see this match going is I see a story being told, and I see it being told over the course of a few days. So I think Team Hell No is going to win the titles here. I don't think they're going to beat them. They have them on the poster. The poster is Team Hell No. The show is kind of built around them, especially SmackDown. SmackDown's been all Team Hell. It's been the Team Hell No show for 3 weeks. I really think they're going to win the titles. I think they're going to beat the Bludgeon Brothers. And what I see happening is on SmackDown, probably 2 days later, I see them losing their tag titles right away to the Bludgeon Brothers. I see them losing it back. So my prediction is Team Hell No wins the tag team titles, then loses it back two nights later to the Bludgeon Brothers. But I'm going to go Team Hell No for Extreme Rules. Not an extreme match. There's no extreme stipulation here, but I mean, most of these matches, what? You have 1, 2, 3, I guess, 4. You have 5 out of the 12 matches are only extreme. Back then, every match is supposed to be Extreme Rules. Anyway, Next, U.S. title match, Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura. I think this could be the match to open the show. We'll see. I mean, I hate to see, you know what, Nakamura, I'm going to say this. I think he's been phoning it in since he's came to the WWE, in particular the main roster. He didn't phone it in NXT. You can't accuse him of that. But on the main roster, I get the feeling he sometimes just phones it in. I don't think he's putting 100% into it. I really think that. I don't think he's doing it. And I think he they paid him big money. A lot of money here. The company has a lot invested in him, and I think he's just kind of coasting. But I see him winning the title. You have Jeff Hardy, the DUI, the company's still holding it against him. I think they've wanted to get about off him for a while. This probably would have happened on SmackDown a few weeks ago if Nakamura wouldn't have gotten bitten by that fucking police dog. But now that the dog bite's healthy, I can't see Nakamura losing again. He loses every single match on pay-per-view, it seems like, when it's a title match. I think he wins the U.S. title. So I think we have a new champ. Next up, steel cage match. Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens. So Braun Strowman has been a complete dick to Kevin Owens. And what I see happening with Braun Strowman, I hate to say it, but I can see the fans turning on Braun like they did with Roman. I mean, the only way they won't is if he just feuds with Roman Reigns because they'll cheer him. But the way they're pushing him, the way he's being booked in this storyline, it's terrible. They made Braun Strowman look like a complete bully. When he's doing it to Roman Reigns, Strowman was a heel. And plus, the fans hate Reigns. Fans like Owens, even though he's like a likable heel. And the thing with him, what did Owens do to Strowman? He tips over this guy's car for no reason. Just tips it over. He locks him in a porta potty. Tips him over the stage. He's just torturing this poor soul. What the fuck did Kevin Owens do to Braun Strowman? They made Strowman look like a complete asshole. So, I see Owens winning. I think this feud has just been so one-sided. And Strowman has the briefcase. You know how the company looks. All right, you have the briefcase, you're protected. They always think like that. I think that continues. I think Owens gets a very fluky win here. Strowman will probably get his win back on Raw, but it'll be like Strowman smashes Owens through the cage and Owens hits his feet through to the ground. Kind of like, remember like what Reigns and Lesnar? We saw that at the Guerrero Rumble. Something like that. Something like that will happen. And Owens gets a cheap win, and I think Owens gets a fluke here. And plus Strowman's champ. Or he has a briefcase, so he's gonna win the title in my opinion, but I think he loses to Owens here. We have a shark cage match. Carmella against Asuka with James Ellsworth in the fucking shark cage. Well, I was thinking, you know what, Asuka's gonna win, but when they announced that damn shark cage stipulation, I'm thinking to myself for sure Carmella's gonna win. I thought Asuka could win, but I think it's gonna be Carmella. They brought back James Ellsworth for a reason. They wouldn't have brought back James Ellsworth if they weren't going to do anything with Carmella. So Ellsworth's been back for 4 weeks since Money in the Bank. He returns at Money in the Bank, helps Carmella win. So if Ellsworth or Carmella loses the title, what purpose does Ellsworth have? They have a lot invested in Carmella. She is fucking terrible. I've gone on many rants about her on. You can watch every single SmackDown review since she won the title. So like the SmackDown after WrestleMania, go watch every single SmackDown review I've done up until now, and you'll see like every single video has a huge Carmella rant. She is fucking terrible. If I want to talk about her, she is the worst champion they have in the company, and one of the worst champions they've ever had. She's a diva in the women's division. There's no women's revolution. They just want to push hot blondes. Carmella is fucking terrible. She can't wrestle. She is garbage in the ring. She is fucking terrible on the mic. She is just trash. When you have to bring back James Ellsworth, it tells you how bad you are. Carmella is fucking terrible, but she's winning. What I see happening, I remember that SummerSlam match, that stupid match with like Enzo in the shark cage, and it was a match with that fucking match with Cass and Big Show. Enzo like greases himself up and he jumps out of the shark cage. That's what's going to happen here. Ellsworth's smaller than Enzo. He'll grease himself up, look like an idiot. He'll jump out of the shark cage. Asuka will kick him, and Carmella will hurt her stupid shitty kick on Asuka, and Carmella will beat Asuka. And the fans will hate it, and everyone's going to lose their shit. And how Carmella is the worst champion I've ever seen. She is fucking terrible. Man, I always have to go on a major rant. Anyway, Raw Women's Championship Extreme Rules. You have Alexa Bliss fighting against Nia Jax. So Alexa Bliss champion. She's been champion for like the better part. I mean, she's a 5-time champion. It's like how long she's been on the main roster? 2 years. It's like she's been champion 19 out of those 24 months. I'm not lying. They love her. They love her. They're blondes. There's some drama with Alexa and Nia. I think it's real. I think there's some real beef there for like legitimate. I don't know. I mean, they're going to be professional here. Extreme Rules. So this whole match is like built around just Ronda Rousey sitting at ringside. Ronda Rousey will be in Pittsburgh, be in the front row watching this match. She will make a run in. She'll do something. I think there could be something where Mickey's going to help Alexa win, and they're screwing that, and Ronda tries to make the save. So what I see happening is they're going to do something to protect Nia. Ronda's going to interfere and screw Nia over, like accidentally. I mean, she's not going to do it on purpose, but she's going to mess up the match or not accidentally screw over Nia. She's going to try and kill Alexa. She's going to mess up, and Alexa retains. So Alexa Bliss retains. I hope it's not a triple threat at SummerSlam, but I can easily see that match happening. I don't want a triple threat. I'd rather just see Rousey kill Alexa in 10 seconds. At SummerSlam, I think that's the best way they should go, but it wouldn't shock me at all if Ronda messes up and then we have a triple threat match for the title at SummerSlam. That could easily happen, but I 100% think Bliss is retaining. Ironman match. Dolph Ziggler defending Intercontinental title against Seth Rollins, so Drew McIntyre will be at ringside, and I think Drew McIntyre provides an assist to Dolph Ziggler to help him win. I don't know what Ziggler's contract's like. I'd rather just see him go away because I don't want to see him on TV anymore, but he'll win this match. I think Rollins is going to go to the Universal title picture very soon after this. Ziggler wins. McIntyre helps him, and they celebrate, and they tease later down the road to have a match. But 30 minutes, this will probably be match of the night. But I mean, this could easily turn into a snooze fest. There's something with Dolph Ziggler when he has matches. Nowadays, the last couple years, I just tune out of his matches. So but I think Ziggler retains, and fans will like this. Won't open the show, but the fans will probably enjoy it, and it'll probably be the best match of the night, I think. WWE Championship, most likely on the middle of the show. No one held his main eventing. It tells you, AJ Styles, his championship reign for the WWE Championship reign is a lot like CM Punk's. What I mean by that is Punk, when he was WWE Champion for a long time, which is AJ has also been, he was always in the co-main events, third from the top. He was never the last match. It was always John Cena. And AJ Styles is playing second fiddle to Roman Reigns, just like the way CM Punk had to play second fiddle to John Cena. The WWE title, AJ's going to be champ for a long time. WWE has said there's been reports that they want him to have a historic long title reign, which probably means beating Punk's record. I don't know about beating Brock's record because Brock never shows up, but he'll be champ for a very long time. And AJ, there's no way in hell AJ Styles is going to lose this title. Not a chance. So, Rusev, they could have a decent match. AJ works well with guys like Rusev in his past. We'll see. I don't think Rusev will phone it in like Shinny over there, but I think AJ Styles retains, and I think that's a lock of the night for sure. But he definitely keeps his belt. And the match that will go on last, the match I will not be watching. I hope this goes on last so I can turn the show off. Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley in a singles match. I'm sure the crowd will be dead. They won't give a shit. Pittsburgh, I don't know. They could be like the Royal Rumble in 2014 when they hijacked the show. It could be it's weird. Reigns matches, it's either they're going to hijack it or they're going to leave. WrestleMania, this is where the streak started. They hijacked the hell out of that match. It was just a disaster. Brock was furious. He threw the title belt at Vince backstage. He was pissed off. Match was a fucking disaster and garbage. Backlash, main event against Samoa Joe. The fans walked out. They didn't even really boo that match. They were dead and they walked out. They just quit. They didn't even want to see it. We all know what happened with Jinder Mahal at Money in the Bank. It was a complete disaster. Fans hijacked the show. And here at Pittsburgh, we'll see what they do. I think it'll be just dead. I think you'll see a lot of people leaving. I think a lot of people will leave during this match. And I think it'll be similar to Backlash. I don't see a hijacking. I think the crowd will be too dead. It'll be 5 hours of wrestling at that point. Everyone's going to be dead tired. Fuck this match. Roman Reigns is going to beat Bobby Lashley. And I don't give a shit, and he'll beat Brock, and I can skip that match they have at SummerSlam too, because I don't want to see that either. So I'll be skipping the main event. We'll see. This card has some potential. Could be an entertaining show, but the way WWE books, it could be a very long show, and we're all just waiting for the show to end. But that's how they usually book now. So we'll see. Hope for the best, and hopefully Pittsburgh is a good crowd on Sunday.